it as a machined kit from
Machined
Railroad
kit?
Supply.
Railroad Supply. Okay.
And this is my second engine. I also have a little 040 from Little Engines. And I ordered this one from Mike McClure in 2016. We visited his shop after a narrow gauge convention in Maine. And
Maine, wow.
and put in the order.
Yeah.
And it took him, I had to also order a boiler from Marty Knox. And the boiler took 10 months to get built. And then I got delivery in 2018 in the fall. It took me a year to finish it out. So summer 2019 was the first time I had to fire it up. Tested it on air. Well, we had made a couple of visits. We're members of Loco in Oklahoma. And that was our first visits with both locomotives. So those were my first runs away from home. And we did not get to do much last year. So I'm relearning this spring on how to run this thing.
Yeah, I saw it running yesterday.
So we were having a good time yesterday. But this is, I've added weight. And today you can look under the running boards. There's some lead weights attached right under there.
Yeah.
And I have more weights that I've got another 5 bars that go in between the frames. And that adds a lot of the extra adhesive weight because these engines don't come anywhere close to the 4 times ratio between tractive effort and the weight on adhesive weight. They're usually even under 3. So the closer you can get, the better you'll have in running.
I acquired it off Discover Live Steam back in 2010, I think it was. But I picked it up off Discover Live Steam, and all it was the boiler frame and the 2 power trucks. No superstructure, no plumbing, no boiler, no cab. So it sat under my bench until I retired. Initially it was coal-fired. I've had it coal-fired, then I converted to propane, and this morning I've just converted back. So here's the the box of bits.
Yeah, I saw you take all that out, yeah.
So it's based on prototype in the UK, built 4 of them over about a 12-year period. The last of the 4 still exists in a museum in Bressingham in Norfolk. And that's where this colour scheme comes from. Yeah. Anyway, I've named it Bruce Ward because Bruce Ward was the guy who started it. So it's sort of in memoriam for him. These used to work steelworks, coal mines, collieries. The information I got on one of them was that the line it worked had a 5.5% grade, and I think it was a 71 chain curve, which if you scale it 1/8 is 11-foot 6-inch radius curve.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a fun locomotive. It's quite a lot of work, especially when things go wrong. Right, that's done that. Oiled. Are we off for water? Need water. Need water, need coal. Then we should be good.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure when it was built, but David Hanna bought the engine and started to build it and he got tangled up in the construction of it, and he had somebody else finish the engine for him. He sold the engine and the Pullman cars to Nick Edwards. I detailed the engine. And then I put all this on here. WB&S stands for Wimberley, Blanco, and Southern. Nick's track. That's the classification of the engine. And then I re-lettered the tender and put all the striping on, put all the detail, put all this on.
You had to fix all my uh-ohs.
Yeah. Basically, all the detail work. Oh my God. All the detail work that you see on the engine now, I did. I repainted the whole engine and did all the striping and the detail work. I found out that there's a you're going to edit this, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want the history of this?
Sure.
That's not my history. This history. Anyway, it was initially green, but nobody liked the green. Nobody. It was supposed to be Southern Railway green. Now you did it.
Southern PS4.
And that's the color green it was supposed to be, but it wasn't.